We have a number of guests today. So Navid Davani is a guest over there in my upper right. Let's see, Timothy Morgan is a guest. Welcome. We have Tish Gance, welcome, and her cat. At least the tail of her cat. And Nicolas Rontanini. Did I get that? Rontanini? Did I get that right? All right, I see the head shaking. All right. And Mark Herre has his hand raised. You could
I was just thinking, if you don't have a showcase, that perhaps, unless this already has been done, Michael, but I still have the TRN social app on in my network, in my LinkedIn, and I would love to share my screen and then have you guide me and walk me through how this marvelous tool works and all the benefits you've learned and picked up, because I still use it, but I don't use it probably near as good as I should.
Yeah, I probably need to work on that myself. It's funny. We have another Timothy Morgan. We have two Timothy Morgans. This is interesting. I know the one that's coming on. You're not related, are you?
No, we work for the same place, and somehow our accounts got mixed up, because when you said Timothy Morgan, I was like, where is that guy? I don't see him. And then I read it under mine. I'm actually Nicolas Burgess. So
Nicolas Burgess.
yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to change that.
Oh, you work with, okay.
Yeah, Timothy, I work with Timothy.
Okay. So Nick, yeah, all right. Timothy Morgan. Okay. I was wondering about that. So you should be able to change it. Well, I'm not an expert myself, but I think if you go into settings, you should be able to change it. So, Timothy, since you and there you go, Nick. Where's Timothy? It looks like I have Timothy runs a networking group that is also for marketers. And one of the things we are looking at doing potentially is doing some cross-pollination, so that if you have a membership in his organization, you can become a member here and vice versa. So maybe, Tim, would you be up for talking about your network, or Nick? You're all on mute, by the way. There's Tim.
Yeah, I'm glad to be able to share about it. More here to experience the awesomeness of Michael and the team, and just kind of be able to absorb the room for what it is, learning about everybody. And so I'm glad to pepper in a little bit here and there. Maybe
all right. Well, when you do your 2 minutes or whatever, then you could certainly go get a little bit more, and you could talk more about what your group does.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. We got a nice showcase. We got a nice turnout today. And I do have some apps here that I can take attendance, but I'm actually writing them down anyway. So why don't we get started? I don't think we're going to do a showcase today. Maybe we'll do something at the end. But let me start by saying now's a good time for guests and everyone to drop their contact information into the chat. Your LinkedIn, your phone number, obviously your name, perhaps your email. The reason I'm being more specific now is I just signed up for a tool that is very cool that is called ChatBridge. And it will take a chat, if you save the chat, and it will parse all the information and drop everybody's contact information into a database online. So it's helpful for following up. So you don't need to do that. And I'm also, I have an affiliate link there. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pay that back to members who sign up under my affiliate link. So they would get my my affiliate fee, which is half the value. Half the value of their price, which is something like $22 a month. But let me just start by saying this is the Trusted Referral Network. We're a network of about 185, 190 marketing professionals, marketing services providers around the country and in Canada. We get together, we have a meeting weekly at this time on Tuesdays, 5 p.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, and on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. And our whole philosophy is that we all have a niche service. Some of us a little more general, some of us more niche, and yet our clients need more than what we can provide ourselves. So there's great opportunities for collaboration, referrals, subcontracting, that sort of thing. So this is a group that if you're providing a marketing service, since everybody else is a marketing provider as well, they should have a better understanding of what you do when you explain it. And that gives them opportunities to potentially refer business to you and vice versa, you, they. So I encourage folks when you do your pitch, I think we're going to do like a 2-minute. If we have 20 people, yeah, that would be 40 minutes. That works without since we don't have a showcase. I will put my timer on, and I'm going to put in the meeting, I'm sorry, in the chat, the order more or less in which people showed up. Where's the chat? Chat. Okay. So we're going to start with Michael Korn, who is a sponsor, and then our first guest, Navid Davani, then Nathan Segal, Russ Bruzzano, and we'll proceed from there. I'll put my timer on. We'll do 2 minutes, as I mentioned. So tell us about yourself, what you do, how you can help others, what you're looking for, and if there's anything particular that will make you stand out, whether it be related to your business or not. That's always helpful. I take copious notes. Not everybody does. So if you can stand out, take notes and who you might want to follow up with. Because that's what it's all about. 2 minutes is not enough. To really get to know somebody, you need to follow up and get to know them with a one-on-one. So Michael Korn. Oh, by the way, would everybody go on mute? I'm going to send it to speaker mode so that the recording is of the speaker and the speaker is highlighted. So Michael Korn, take it away.
I'm not sure I was first in the room, but I'll take it.
You were close.
Okay. So I'm a sponsor here. What the hell am I doing here? I'm a financial advisor, and I focus my work on the accidental business, which is typically a lot of marketing services people. I grew up in the marketing services. I had an agency. I was partner in an agency for 10 years. I was the accidental business owner. Let me just build the business. I'll take care of that. Retirement, insurance, benefits, all that crap. I'll take care of that later. Let me just build that business. No, I'm here to say there are things you can do and should do. My focus on in my practice is the marketing media technology business owner. I understand these people. You guys, I've built a business. I've either worked for or been a business owner for the bulk of my career. And there are things that need to be done for personal planning, investments, retirement, insurance that most people put off. And as you get bigger in a business, there are business things that need to be done. Continuity planning, succession planning for the mature business owner, exit planning. How do you monetize the business? How do you make more money out of the money you have to live off of in retirement? How are you going to maximize beach time? I have a team that I work with. My National Financial Network is a 150-person full service financial services firm. We have discipline. We have experts in every discipline. I am part of the business planning group, and we do personal planning and business planning. What is an example? Right now, one of my larger clients is a digital marketing company. Trying to get them to come to this thing. Two, they have a branding group and an electioneering group. They're making a mint. They're doing well. We've done everything for them: their retirement plan, their personal planning, their buy-sell planning. I could go on and on and on. I'm looking to meet business owners in the marketing services world and beyond. I actually have clients in professional services clients and accounting firms, and one of my larger clients is an interior office construction fourth generation family business, and I've met the fifth and sixth generation.
I'm
It's
gonna
really
have to cut
scary.
you off because we're gonna be strict on time.
Good,
Thank you
because I could go
so
on and on
much.
and on. Thank
I
you.
know. All right, Navid Davani.
Yes. Hi, Michael. Good afternoon, everyone. Navid Davani coming to you from sunny Southern California. We're still decent weather back here, so not as hot as some of you back east in New York. So I have about 25 years experience in the business development and sales environment. The majority of my experience is in the media and marketing sales environment, selling to technology companies such as your Fortune 100. So you're talking about Google, Microsoft, Oracle, all your large tech conglomerates that we're familiar with. In terms of what I'm doing right now, I'm in between a career transition. Last position that I held was Director of Business Development with International Data Corporation. Those of you who might be familiar with that company, they compete with companies like Gartner, Forrester Research. They are a sister property to International Data Group, which is now Foundry, that was acquired by Blackstone just about a year and a half, 2 years ago for about $2 billion. So, my background is pretty much working with tech. What am I here for? I met Michael a couple of days ago. He's been kind enough to get me networked to some key people as I'm going through my career transition, but I certainly have great contacts in the tech industry, some big names, not to name drop, but a lot of folks within Oracle, Microsoft, Google. So if you need contacts there, reach out to me. Happy to get you connected. In terms of whatever I can do for you, just feel free to ping me. I drop my LinkedIn in the chat. In terms of what can be done for me, if you can get me connected as I'm going through my career transition, I would be grateful in terms of getting me connected to companies that are looking for sales talent, specifically within consultative sales and things like that. But so that's a little background about me. So I don't know what else to tell you.
That's pretty much it. We got the timer. By the way, the timer should be on my window. If it's not, did you guys hear? Anyway, so thank you very much, Navid. I just I had a coach, a LinkedIn coach, help me with my LinkedIn, my LinkedIn profile, and my about page, my about section. It now says my business philosophy is paying it forward. So, David, welcome. Nathan Segal. You're on mute, Nathan. Nathan,
just realized that. Thank you.
Go for it.
Yeah, so my name is Nathan Segal, coming to you, transplanted Canadian, coming to you from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. Primarily what I've been doing is working as a writer, doing stuff as a ghostwriter, but what I've decided to do as of late is to focus on what I really want to do, which is something I did several years ago, which has to do with licensing. And so what I've got are several manuscripts. One is about adult bullying. The other one is how to set effective boundaries, and I've got a bunch of scripts for that. Next one is how to protect yourself from governmental mind control, and how to license your art, photography, and design. Now, the last one about the governmental mind control is actually, it's a rewrite of a book that I did where I got banned on Amazon for writing it. And after chatting with somebody in another group, repurposing the content, removing all the inflammatory stuff. So hopefully it can get out there. But he told me that he knows of a potential outfit that would like to license that. But it's all about, it's the new title is called Stolen Dreams, and it's how the elites, government, and mainstream media have destroyed all hope for an entire generation. That's what it's about. And showing people what the governments and mainstream media have done and how you can protect yourself from it. So anyway, I'm just looking for partners in licensing or people who can point me in the right direction. So that's basically it.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you so much. That's a slightly new pitch from your standard. Going next is Russ Bruzzano.
How you doing, everyone? Russ Bruzzano, RGP Design Group. I am a graphic designer, website designer. Basically, if you can print on it, I've designed for it already, from billboards to brochures to business cards, design logos on a website, any website design, development, as well as web banners, things like that. Been doing it for over 25 plus years. Mostly these days, I work with small businesses, or I work as a freelancer or consultant through other agencies. So if any of those opportunities pop up, please, share them my way. That'd be fantastic. Russ Bruzzano, RGB Design. I don't really have much else for today.
Yeah, Russ, I got a question for you. I met somebody, I followed up with somebody today who is in the outdoor advertising space. So I wonder if there's opportunities for him to refer you business for billboard design.
It depends on whether or not they're selling the billboards or they're designing for the billboard. If they're selling it, probably not, because they're getting the work from other agencies. If they are,
they're selling. They own the billboards.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if Gannon's still one of the bigger owners of billboards these days. But
this is a small one.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know if you
appreciate
have
the
an
thought,
interest.
though.
Absolutely, Rajiv Jadhav.
Thank you, Michael. So I do a couple of things, two things that I'm focused on primarily. The first is erasing scandal from Google, because, we need to right the wrongs in this world. And one way to do that is by erasing scandal, which is oftentimes completely false. That's what the clients tell me, so I believe them. We have a success guarantee. If the outcome is realized, if the outcome is not realized, the client gets a refund. And my ask to the group is referrals to people that need this, because I do a revenue share for business that converts. That's one thing that I do, and we can delete pretty much anything from the internet, like tweets or bad reviews and inflammatory language, bad press, mugshots, arrest reports, court documents, etc., etc. On the flip side of that, where I'm also focused on helping companies get to market faster with my product launch SaaS tool called Lily Launch Tools, which was originally designed primarily for pharma and medical device companies to get to market faster, because those companies lose $1 million to $13 million a day for every day of product launch delay. I'll say that again. They lose $1 million to $13 million a day for every day of product launch delay. And that's the reason, and that's also another wrong that needs to be righted. And that's what Lily Launch Tool does by enabling a strategically aligned, more efficient process. So rather than using Google Sheets or your notebook or Asana or Wrike, you can use Lily Launch Tools and accomplish wonders. I'll leave the links in the chat. You're all invited to a 30-day trial, which can be extended to 60 days as well if you're a power user. Thank you, Mike.
Absolutely. All right. Next up is Michael Falato.
Hello, Michael Falato, founder of Full Throttle Falato Leads. We do email, LinkedIn, roundtables like this to basically book meetings for you or your clients. It's top of funnel. We basically tell a story why they should meet with you versus trying to sell them what you do. We send out 30 to 40,000 emails sometimes a month. There's over 1 billion contacts, over 200 to 300 emails or invites a day on LinkedIn, way past what you can do on LinkedIn. The whole idea is to book 10 to 25 meetings for you a month. Do it less than what an SDR would charge. SDR is a sales development rep. There is usually a kid about 25 years old. And so that's basically what I do. I live in Orlando. I'm an Air Force veteran, black belt in jiu-jitsu, and basically my nickname Full Throttle is who I am. So we'd love to help you or your clients. Just basically give time back in the day for doing consulting and selling versus hunting.
What categories do you tend to do the best in?
We do a lot of startups, consulting services, marketing, people that have maybe an SDR group, but they're just doing email marketing through the marketing team, and they might need even LinkedIn just for the sales team. So it's really B2B, mostly just any B2B.
All right. Thank you so much.
Don't need 2 minutes.
Yeah. Tim Gannon.
Hello, all. My name is Tim Gannon. I'm a company called Big Work Digital. We're a boutique marketing and video production company specializing in web dev, design, and video production. What's unusual, not unusual, but we just finished a 13.5-hour overnight shoot at JFK. It was brutal. We had cranes, we had dollies, we had Steadicam, we had probe lenses. You also had music the entire time. So when actors talking one side, you hear Dolly Parton song. When you do the reverse shot, it's an Elton John song. We anticipated this, and I told the client, I can get rid of the audio. I'll take care of it. Found AI software that totally removed the background noise. I was a hero. It was amazing. Just started another division with partnered with Laurel Carpenter and O Zhang. Laurel's a scriptwriter. O is a photographer. And I do video, and we're doing personal branding videos. We've done 3 so far. They're cool. They're not like what you'd normally see in a personal branding video. Anybody who needs a personal branding video, we'll talk. We're not expensive, actually. Most importantly, some of you may know that I write screenplays. I just got my first agent. I think we might be able to sell this little puppy, or at least get some leads. I'm looking for CMOs and executives, CMOs for the primary source of my income, which is pretty high-end video production, and anybody executive who wants to have a personal branding video. Tim Gannon, Big Work Digital.
Do you have a link to the personal branding videos that you did for your portfolio?
Yep. Sure, I'll drop it in.
Yeah, I think that would be interesting. Okay. Congratulations on getting the agent.
Thank you.
Stash Harrison.
Hey guys,
Stash.
good afternoon. Sorry about that, Michael. Stash Harrison, CEO of Market Intent. We're an AI company targeting brands and ad agencies. We recently created an AI automation agent. This is more of a pilot and not a co-pilot. It's something that takes over your browser and can automate tasks. One of the things we've created is an AI sales agent. And if you think of the sales funnel, it pretty much takes care of the top part and allowing more free time for the humans. One of my asks is from a marketing group or this group, I would like some feedback on this agent and see how you guys see the use for it, because we've identified roughly 30 different agents and we've built 5 of them so far. I think most unique is the sales agent, but that's my time and I would appreciate any feedback you guys would have for me.
You got another minute. Are you presenting that in a couple weeks?
Yeah, I would appreciate some feedback before presenting it. Yes, I think about 3 weeks from now, right? Something like this.
Yep, something like that. I'm happy to if you want to set up a call with me.
Oh, awesome. Will do.
Yep, happy to do that. And you know how to get my all of mine. I have my link in there. Okay.
Cool.
Ken Simon.
Hi there. Good afternoon, everybody. Ken Simon, KBS Marketing. I work as a fractional CMO or a growth marketer for the financial services, tech, and startup communities. I work with them to help them introduce new products and services to the market, as well as develop what strategies to use for them to grow their business and drive leads and sales. I'm looking to, I've worked in companies just like EdTech, or some artificial intelligence type companies, as well as financial services and software companies. I'm looking to work with people who, CMOs, heads of marketing, CEOs, venture capitalists who are looking to help with their marketing.
All right. Any specific recent wins or projects you want to discuss?
I'm working with a ed tech company that is introducing that's located in the San Francisco area that teaches robotics and artificial intelligence to the San Francisco school system, and I'm helping them expand outside of the San Francisco area. They were recently in the National Science Foundation incubator program, and I was helping them with doing market analysis to identify new product opportunities for them.
Interesting.
Just so you know, there's going to be one of the things we found out that's scary is a 66% drop off in the number of teachers graduating from teaching school in the next year or two.
Wow.
On top of the lack of, the number of teachers who are quitting the teaching profession. So there's going to be a major shortage of teachers.
Unbelievable. Now I just need to raise the salaries. Okay. Mark Herre.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Herre, and I love what I do because I help digital marketers scale their business, and I'm focused like a laser on serving as the best white label SEO partner when I do have a good relationship with a digital marketer that sees the value in performance-based SEO, which is a service that I'm in love with. I've been focusing on digital marketers, as I mentioned, and so part of my big wins are generally towards helping the digital marketer get into the niches so that they could then focus in the riches. The niches are always in the riches. So some of those experiences are when a digital marketer says, oh, I'm agnostic to servicing anyone. I can do the SEO for anybody. I want them to say, yeah, you can, because you have a good partner and I'm going to make you look good. However, who do you really want to talk to? Who do you really want to spend the time in your day growing businesses? And then we find out who that is, and we might just focus in like a garage flooring epoxy company, and that will be their niche. Or we might focus on their niche as just speaking to only women-owned businesses. It might just be physical therapists, and it could just be their niche is women physical therapists because they're women. Whatever it is, once they get their game, and that's the name of my company, SEO Game, then they can excel. And I've seen digital marketers really scale as being their provider and their vendor for them. That's the service that I want, a good relationship. Those are the digital marketing companies that stay in business for a long time. So Mark Herre, SEO Game, offering a no rank, no pay solution on 30-day trials for every website that you throw my way. Love to meet with you. I put my information in the chat. I dropped it. There's a Calendly link, and it's all about giving. So if we do a one-to-one, you'll get the personal introductions.
All right. Good timing. Okay. Who is up next? Looks like it's did I have Tim Gannon twice? Yes, I did. Nicolas Burgess.
All right. Hi. A guest, yes. I'm pretty excited to be here. My name is Nicolas Burgess, and I do animations and really any kind of digital content. One of my last projects was a sold out NFT project where we did like 8,888 NFTs that we were able to sell out. And so most of what I do is just digital art, and it's mostly custom work. And so a lot of marketing peeps who want maybe to show off their product, or if they need to do, I've done a couple of pitches that help marketers pitch ideas to investors. So there was a couple of drinking brands that needed just 3D visual shots of their brand before they step before some people who are going to fund them. And so I would do animations to show them what the brand could look like and what they were going to be getting if they actually invested in this in these power partners. So yeah, if you're looking for animations, or if you know anyone who does, or even if you're still jumping into the NFT gig, I know a lot in how to get those things rolling too. So hit me up.
Are your animations, are they 2D, 3D, a whole range? What do you tend to do? What's your specialty?
I would say the specialty is definitely 3D, but 2D is very, very possible. It just is a little more work Because if you're talking like old school animation, like old school Disney, totally we could do it, but it takes a lot longer.
Interesting. So 3D animation takes less time. Cool.
Yeah,
I guess
because
using computers and tools.
Yeah, it interpolates it for you, which is quite beautiful.
Very cool. Wonderful. Well, welcome.
Thanks.
David Libby.
Yeah, that is pretty cool, Nick. Hey, everybody, I'm David Libby. I run twopins.com. We're a B2B tech public relations firm. And yeah, one thing I wanted to bring up was generative AI. I'm sure you've all heard of it, ChatGPT and all that, right? A lot of my friends who are professional writers are not getting work. They haven't had work for 6 months. And it's because they're just generic copywriters. They've been writing blogs. But the kind of work that we do is we write for legal tech companies. And an AI cannot write for a legal tech company, at least not yet. So if you're looking for a team to write articles or blogs or sales enablement materials, newsletters, presentations for a legal tech audience, lawyers, please think of us. We pay 10% of the first year of the gross revenue from the client. And, you know, I hope your eyes are widening because lawyers pay a lot for every service they use. So it's lucrative for us both. So, yep, that's pretty much us in a nutshell.
So your clients are not the lawyers, though, right? They're the legal tech product providers who are targeting lawyers.
That's correct. Yeah, they're the legal tech providers, the legal tech vendors like LexisNexis or CasePoint, or, you know, those folks create a whole system for the lawyers, you know, the accounting system, the CRM system, everything you could think of that would support a lawyer. We represent those technology companies for PR and for content.
And you do that. You also do broader than just legal tech, right? But that's now a focus.
It's a significant focus because we've been going at it for 4 years strong with some pretty major big name companies. But yeah, we also work in artificial intelligence like most PR firms do now, cloud computing, big data, but the legal tech is quite lucrative for both parties, the referrer and the referee.
All right. Tish Gance, welcome.
Hello. So as marketers, I don't, but a lot of it is based off of analytics and demographics and all these magical numbers, right, that are supposed to tell us things. However, those numbers often lie. So let's say, for example, you have two princes, and on paper, these princes are identical. They're born in the same year, they get a dog in the same year, they go to university in the same year, they both study for college, they go off to college in the same year, they get married in the same year, they get divorced in the same year. They have equally opulent castles on either side of the kingdom. On paper, identical. But if I tell you one of these princes is Charles, former Prince of Wales, and the other prince is Ozzy, Prince of Darkness, you cannot sell the same thing to these two princes under any circumstances. Well, maybe tea. They probably both drink tea. But the point being, if you're only relying on your numbers to tell you the story, you only have half the story. You have to understand the context of where your customers are coming from, what is the buying journey they're actually looking for, and truly what's the outcome they're trying to achieving, because that's where the value is shown to them in what they're trying to accomplish. So as a brand experience strategist, I do the magical thing called ethnographic research, otherwise known as actually talking to your customers to dig up all these amazing details so that you have the context to round out the data so you're not just guessing. Because without doing the research, the opposite of research is guessing. So you can say, oh yeah, I have all these data points, but correlation is not causation. So let's make sure you actually know why people are doing what they're doing instead of just what they did. So Tish Gance, Apex by Design.
Apex by Design. Thank you so much. Very expressive presentation. Thank you. All right. Kennan.
I am the newly rechristened Kat Kennan. I am the CEO and founder of Radical Customer Experience. Most recently, I just put out a book collaboration called How to Break the Glass Ceiling. It's a bestseller in 5 categories, available on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and all the things. And my part of it specifically talks about empathy in the workplace. My next project is rolling out a software tool that essentially will spit back out a brand sensitivity score, sort of calculates how likely a brand is to get into trouble based on the language that they use. And I should back up and say what I actually do is trauma-informed marketing and strengths-based marketing, as opposed to fear-based marketing we were all taught. And yeah, I'll throw the minute back.
All right. I'm trying to get Google to spell sensitivity correctly. Or whatever, not Google, whatever I use here. Thank you. I'm sorry, what was the name of your book again?
How to Break the Glass Ceiling.
How to Break the Glass. So you want to put a link to it in the chat?
Yes.
And I know for a while you were giving it away, and are you still?
It was a 1-day giveaway, but
Okay.
you can still get it.
You can pay for it.
Yes.
All right.
You pay for it.
Nicolas Rontanini, if I got that right. Nicolas, take yourself off mute if you're still with us. There you go.
Hi, my name is Nicolas Rontanini.
Rontanini.
Yeah. I'm a writer / video editor, so I've done a lot of work with programs such as iMovie, Canva, Adobe Premiere Pro, Photoshop. I have pretty extensive knowledge in writing and editing. I was the editor-in-chief of my college newspaper, and I'm looking for people I can be connected with that can help me out as I continue my job search.
Currently in a job search, what are you looking for in particular?
I'm currently looking for in the field of journalism and video production.
Journalism, video production. All right. Well, there's a couple people on the call that are in that space, so connect with them. And thank you for joining us. Where are you based?
I'm currently in Mineola, Long Island.
Okay. And how is it that we connected?
Rajiv actually told me about this.
Oh, Rajiv.
About
Welcome.
TRN.
Okay. Thank you, Rajiv. Always looking for guests. All right. John Parsons.
Okay, I'm off mute. Can people hear me?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm coming to you live from sunny Syracuse, New York. I'm on my way back from my 50th class reunion. So, John Parsons, I'm a partner in Into Ideas. We're a video marketing suite, video marketing studio for small business, for authors, because I'm also a ghostwriter. Through my publisher connections, we're starting to get a lot more book trailer work, doing what amounts to 60 to 90-second movies featuring what the book is, what the questions are that the book answers, and getting people excited about buying the book. We do the same for small business, for small tech, startup and small tech companies. Basically, video marketing. We also have a cost advantage in some cases because our videos are recorded remotely. We have the system that uses the client's webcam if we have to, but usually smartphone or tablet to capture the A-roll, and then we take the footage off their devices and edit it to suit their needs. And that's pretty much it. And we're starting to do some stuff in sustainability. So Leslie, if you're still on the call, we need to talk.
Sounds good. Actually, I'm going to have Leslie go first and Timothy last, because Timothy can tell us a little bit about his network. Leslie, you ready?
Hi, everyone. And John, I definitely want to talk to you. I'm still on the call.
Okay, great.
Great. I am a copywriter and creative director. I specialize in sustainability and social impact. I arrived late today because I was having a coffee with a couple of women I know in sustainability. I've been like learning AI. I'm not going to unlearn AI or stop using it. However, all of a sudden, I didn't know this, AI turns out to be a huge energy suck. It requires to train on a, on a new platform is training, retraining, new examples, cycles. That's just the tip of this melting iceberg. And that's the kind of information I'm gathering and sharing. I'm doing a lot of posting on LinkedIn and trying not to do too much gloom and doom. I really think there's so much great stuff going on, but we do have to be aware of where energy is being used and overused. I would love to meet people who have just encountered the need to do communications about their sustainability actions. I can do communication strategy, and I've got another 30 seconds. I'm really winging it today, having come in late. So communication strategy and sustainable branding. There's just so much need coming to the fore, and just please keep your ears open for me because I'm very committed to this work, good at it, and excited about making the tiniest dent in our future, in a better future for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Timothy, I'm going to do, first of all, besides Timothy, did I forget anybody? Okay. So Timothy, I'm going to go first, do my standard pitch, and then have you go and give you more time so you can talk about your network, your marketing network as well. So my name is Michael Bendit, and besides running this network, I represent software development teams, which means that I sell on their behalf. And so my clients tend to be people and agencies that need software developers, and they need people who know the platform that they're working on, are at the right cost, have the right experience base. It could be, for example, that they want somebody who's got particular industry experience or maybe a particular functional experience. And because I represent a dozen teams, I'm usually able to deliver exactly that. And my job is to make that match, get the business going, and then my teams take over from there. What I'm looking for primarily is connections to digital marketing agencies and web designers, and sometimes even web developers, but mostly web designers and digital agencies that do a lot of this work, but don't always have the people in the background to actually deliver on the technical side of it. You all know there's lots of different platforms out there, and we cover most of the major ones, including WordPress and Magento and Shopify. We also just added a capability with a team that has a specialty in a platform called Duda, D-U-D-A, and that was in response to a request. So if I do get a request from somebody who's looking for a team, I will do that groundwork to find that team. And hopefully I just delivered the quote today. It's within budget, and it's actually a little less than what they had budgeted. So I think we have a pretty good chance of winning. So I'm going to stop my timing. And Timothy Morgan, tell us about yourself and your network, and take it away.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Many moons ago, I was a pastor, a community leader, one of those guys that raised my hand and said, I'll lead a church. And boy, was that wild. And I ended up also jumping into the small business world at the same time. They call that bivocational for those who have been a part of any faith fellowships of different kinds. But I ended up burning candle at both ends, crashing and burning, not enough time in the day to run the business, lead the ministry, do all these different things. And I realized, you know what? I want to give it a go in the marketing world. I want to see if I could leverage the communication gift and just different connections that I'd built over the years and try to get the word out for causes and companies doing good in the world. So what ended up happening is that I started coaching clients. They ended up asking me for more sessions and more sessions, became highly rated marketing coach in America. And then from there, started partnering with other awesome marketing professionals like yourself. And so we jumped into the marketing collaboration world, formed a network called the Giver Marketing Network, began connecting with people like Michael and others, and actually started networking with other groups. And so we're becoming very friendly with other marketing focused groups, network focused groups. And so it's starting to develop quite nicely. We have about 80 members. A couple of them are here today. We encourage dual membership. We encourage having memberships in multiple arenas. Since we can't hit as many of those conferences and those groups in person, why not jump into 2 or 3 groups that will help you grow your business? So we're in it to win it for the other marketing professionals in the room, just like you guys are. And we're proud to be affiliated with Trusted Referral Network. It's super fun.
Very cool. Do you want to share either a link or a name or somebody that if people want to check it out, they can contact?
Yeah, I did put one link. It's a link tree in it's Linktree/Giver Marketing, but I put it up in the chat. I can do that again. However, I would just prefer to have a good old-fashioned conversation. If you're coming from Trusted Referral Network, I want to make sure that there's a clarity on what dual membership would actually look like. And you and I, Michael, are kind of putting some finishing touches on that. So we're fine there. But bottom line is, let's party together. Like, let's have some fun. And I want to make sure that, there's a culture fit. We don't accept everybody. We accept about 10% of the interviews that I have. Wow. And so we want to just make sure that's a good fit. But once you rock and roll, I mean, we're seeing some of our members quadruple, 10x their revenue, just because they're hustling, connecting with others, and having a good time doing it. So anyway, we're enjoying it. And now we get to partner up with a few others. And so this is good.
That's great. Thank you very much, Timothy. Okay, I'm going to go back to the gallery view. I guess, Nick, you're in the network? The Givers Marketing Network? Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. So we have 7 more minutes left. I do want to encourage people, now actually is a good time to download the chat. As I mentioned, I have, I'm going to share my screen. I just became a subscriber to this thing called ChatBridge Connect, and I think the owner is going to be speaking on the 2nd about this. So essentially, what it does is you upload your chat from the download from your meetings, and it parses out all of the names and contacts. So the name, the email address, the phone number. It'll pick up the actual view of the chat. So here, Faith Thomas's brand strategy, copywriting, etc. If there's any links, it'll provide that. It's just a good way to capture the information, and then you can download it, put it into your CRM, or just follow up directly from here. If you are interested, as I mentioned, I think they're not cheap. I think it's like $22 a month for up to 4 meetings a month. And then if you go up to like 35 is unlimited. But I am going to be offering this if you use my affiliate link, which I will have to provide. I will kick back the this is the affiliate link up here in the chat. I will kick that back as part of your as an offset against your membership. So as most people here know, I'm putting it in the everybody's on a 3-month trial, after which you will need to get a paid membership, which is $360 a year. And this is, half of the $22 will be $11, so that would be 11 times 12, whatever that happens to be, off of your membership fee. So it's something worth checking out. And if you do want to get it and plan to become a member, you'll get that kickback. Or
That's
that
like
discount.
35% off, Michael. Man.
That is. There you go. So any comments, questions? I'm going to open it up again, stopping sharing.
Yeah, I'll just add here, Michael, I also use ChatBridge.
Okay,
and
wonderful.
Yeah, it's really fantastic because it parses all the chat data.
Right.
And that's just a pain to do. And then it allows you to delete stuff you don't want to keep and download other stuff. So yeah, it's really awesome. I'm glad you're working with Thomas.
Yeah. And I think actually, David, you were you the one who connected us?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Good. So any other comments, questions? We have just a few more minutes left. Thank you for our guests for coming. If you have an interest in becoming a member or coming back, let me know. I'll get you signed up. Tish, you're a guest. Navid, I know this is not your area, but if anybody can be of help, please reach out directly. Download the chat, everybody. Now's a great time to download the chat because you won't be able to do it after it closes. So you go to the chat and you click on the 3 buttons on the bottom left. And the first item is Save Chat. And there's been a pretty prolific set of chat comments going on. Take advantage of it. And don't forget, we do have openings for starting August 22nd. So toward the end of the summer for showcases. Let me share my screen one more time. So here's the showcase we have. So David Hirschfeld was supposed to go today. He didn't. Tom is the guy who owns ChatBridge. He's going next week. Then Stash, Lori Cartman. And then after that, August 22nd and beyond is available. I need to open another page, so I have more weeks coming up. So just go to the sign up zone. I'll put this in the chat as well, but you get it from my newsletter. I try to make sure that that's always available. So thank you all and have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you next week for those who come back next week.
Thank you,
Take care.
Michael.
Bye-bye now.
Nice meeting everyone.
Good.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Nice meeting you all.
Thanks.
Bye-bye, all.